You know what? I'm beginning to feel like dating just isn't for me. And, like, I haven't been on a lot of dates. To be honest, I don't think I've ever been on a date, but it's not that I don't get asked out on a date because, I have men that, that I meet in person and online that want to take me out on a date, but I don't know when it's time to like make plans, like I back out of it. I don't know what it's not necessarily that I have a fear of going on a date, but it's just like I feel like dating is like going on a job interview. And I really don't wanna I really what's the word for it? I really feel like I want things to flow. I don't want to go on a date. I don't want to meet up with a man and have to pretend to be somebody that I'm not. You know what I'm saying? And I know that when you go on a date, you have to bend the truth a little bit. Like when you go to a job interview, and I really just don't like the. I don't like some of the. I don't like the process of dating and getting to know each other. I think that it's always best to meet somebody unexpectedly, and then you guys just happen to kick it off and you just happen to fall for each other, or you become friends first and then you really start to like the person. You want things to flow naturally. And I feel like when you go on a date and the typical, oh, tell me about yourself and what do you like to do and what are your dreams, what are your passions, all of those questions are cool and everything, but something about it is just it seems really fake and phony to me, like, and there's not many men that I like. And I don't say it, and I'm not saying this in a disrespectful way. When I say it's not many men that I like, it's that most men are not going to get me mentally. Most men don't have that it factor to them. You know what I'm saying? And when I say it factor, I'm not necessarily talking about a man's looks, because what I might find attractive, the next person might not find attractive. I'm saying it factor as in, a man has a quality about him, or there's something about him that just stands out from other men. And that's something that's very rare, in this day and age. Like, I hardly meet a man where I'm just awed and just like, mesmerized by this man, and mesmerized by his way of thinking and his intellect and the way he carries himself and the way he treats me. And I don't want to get on here and say that all men are full of shit, because I don't think that all men are full of shit. But I feel like, I don't want to waste my time. And that's why I feel like, in a way, it's kind of good to tell a person, it's good to be honest. And most men are not really going to be honest, because most men, they don't really want a relationship with you. Most men are just looking to, have a quick fuck. It's not necessarily that they want to get to know you, or they really want to or that they want to court you, or you're somebody that they want to take serious. I just really don't have time for that. I don't want to waste my time, going on dates and stuff like that. And you know I know some women, they go because they get free drinks and free food out of it, and all those things are nice, but I'm not going to go on a date on a man with a man for a free meal, because I don't know how that's going to turn out. Like, he might be crazy. I might happen to go on a date with the man, just for like a free meal or something like that, and he turns out to be, you know the type of guy that expects sex on the first date. And I don't want a man to feel like just because he took me out on a date that I owe him something. And I've had experiences like that before, and I'm not really good at reading men. I'm not very good at understanding men. I mean, to be honest, like, in my personal life, I can hold down a conversation with the man because, I can pretty much get along with anybody. I have no problem conversing with any man, as long as it's, in a friendly manner, and I'm not leading him on or anything like that. And I feel like, majority of men are just out for sex, and it's not their fault that, they're horny creatures, but I know that's the only reason why this man wants to get to know me, because, he wants something out of me. And sex is not something that I just give away to anybody, like my body, is precious to me. I'm not going to just lay down with the man because he took me out to eat or he took me to go see a movie. Like, it has to be something deeper than that, something deeper than just the superficial things that comes with being in a relationship and going on a date. And like a lot of times I feel like, I'll be talking to a guy and I'll just get bored out of nowhere. Like, I don't want to text. I wouldn't want to text no more. I don't want to talk on the phone because, I feel like, it's really just not going anywhere. And I like to be as authentic as possible. I'm in no way, shape, or form a perfect person, and I don't want to pretend to be perfect, and most women, they'll tell you that, they love going on dates and they love the whole process of dating and courting. And that's just never really been me because, I don't like, the fake shit. I just don't. And I want things to come naturally. And I know that I can't just sit around waiting for Prince Charming to come. But, in a way, I feel like I have a really hard time becoming attracted to men because, everything is just on. Everything is just, it's nothing interesting, it doesn't leave me wanting more. It doesn't leave me wanting to know more about their person unless they have that it factor to them. You know what I'm saying? But in my typical everyday life, I keep to myself. I'm an introvert. I'm not really what you would call a socialite, and I'm not always, out there in everybody's business and everybody's face. And, I have no problem, doing things by myself. Like, I can go to the movies by myself. I'll go out to eat by myself. I'll do a lot of things. I'll do a lot of things by myself, and I have no problem with that. But when it comes down to men, it's just a very scary thing because you never know if you can trust the person, and I want to be able to trust a man 100%. I want to be able to trust him, and I don't want him to lead me in the wrong way. And that's the problem that I have with a lot of black men, is that them not wanting to take the lead or not caring about my feelings, or, them just not wanting to be a gentleman. I don't want a man to see me as a sexual, object. I want him to see me as a person. I just want things to be, I want things to just not be fake. And that's why, like, a lot of times I feel like, maybe I might be single forever, and I'll be single forever if I have to, if it comes down to, I'm not going to just put up with anything, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I'm trying my very best, I try to present myself in a respectable manner. I try to, dress up. I do my makeup. I try my best to keep my body looking a certain way. I'm not saying that I'm going to the gym and going hard in the paint and nothing like that, because, that's not the case. I'm not a a gym goer, but you know, I do like to take long walks. You know, I'll go walking, you know, and you know, I do try to eat healthy. So it's not that I'm saying a man should take me as I am to look any certain type of way. You know, this is not just about my looks. You know what I'm saying? I need a man that's going to, you know, not only just be a provider, but you know, be my friend. You know, be my mentor. Be my, you know, just be the person that I can look up to. And until I find that, you know, Tiara is going to stay single.